ended up right where, we'd hoped to be, playing a really awesome team in a big-time game that has so much history with this school and this program, and really thrilled to be going back there.
Questions? What are your memories of this game, kind of as a kid?
Yeah, I mean, I think there was probably 40 less bowl games, so this is the one you definitely watched for sure. And growing up, I remember Washington playing in a lot of them. So it's awesome to be part of this.
Much about Ohio State or their season or watching them all?
Nope. I know they're always good. I know the job that Urban does and how he coaches, and they're always going to be a team that's very elite, whether they're in the 14 playoff or right there. I mean, that's kind of how he does it.
Given that they were one of them.
I know him pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just given that they were one of the three that could have maybe snuck into the play. How did you feel like it?
Well, I think those things are hard because, there's like three teams that are all right there, and you can make a good case for it. And I know if you're one of those teams, it's really, really frustrating. Really frustrating. You're coming down to one game, and this thing is so hard to be, perfect all season long. And that's what it kind of comes down to, a lot of it. Because then the rest is it's just all subjective. And that's the system we're living in right now, and I know that can be hard.
Do you remember this day a couple years ago when you were kind of thrown into that position?
Yeah, sure. It worked out for us. And, if it doesn't, then it'd be really hard.
What about just the Pac-12 reception in general? I think with 1 year, 6 bid, Washington State literally right on the outside.
Yeah, all that stuff is hard. Washington State's they're a heck of a team. They really are. And, that's why I'm proud of this team, because the only thing we can control is really you win your league, you know what's going to happen. And that's all you can worry about is what you can control. The rest is just, a bunch of noise and frustration and all those type of things. It's just, we play in a Pac-12 championship game with two elite defenses, and everybody's down on that. But yet a couple years ago, I know there's, a couple teams in the SEC playing a 9-6 game, and it's like, this is a tough conference and great defense, and this is how it should be, but not now here for us. So you can't worry about any of that stuff. You just got to go play and do your thing and try to control what you can control.
Right. Based on that, it sounds like you kind of feel like that's maybe more a perception issue with the conference than anything else.
It is what it is. There's so much perception out there about whatever, and we just, try not to pay attention to that and just control what we can control.
You talked about last week the long wait on Friday before kickoff, that Pac-12 being out here, so football, they have to wait a month to play another game. How hard is that to?
Well, we have so much to do in this month. We really do. That's the one thing that I think sometimes you can be fooled by when you look at the calendar. These days are going to fly by. We have so many things to do. Starting with, finishing finals for the kids and getting healthy and getting back into the weight room and our recruiting and looking at ourselves. And there's a ton to do. So this is like, I really believe that you can be fooled as a coach or a player, like, oh, this is time to relax. It's not time. This is like go time now, and you better account for every minute of every day, or you're going to be left behind.
You want some relaxation for the kids, though, to get away at all?
And they will, they will these next 2 weeks. It's going to be all about school, and they'll get a little bit of lifting in, and we'll get a couple practices, but they don't need to be in here every day, and that's going to feel quite a bit different to them.
Do you believe about the travel to Georgia and then Arizona? Is it a little bit better that you guys have traveled to California, especially in Southern California? You guys recruit so well playing locally.
I think so. We couldn't be more excited about going down there. I think it's awesome for our fans and certainly where we recruit and all those type of things.
So how much of the game like the rules will help with recruiting, just in terms of obviously the program speaks for itself? Does that add a little bit to it?
I think if you play well, it's going to help a lot.
What about a couple of years ago? Were you able to kind of see a connection between winning the Pac-12 title, getting to a big bowl, and seeing that pay off on Sunday day?
Yeah, I think so. I think a little bit. I always think these things are like, a cumulative effect. I mean, I think it has to happen, and that's why I'm proud of these kids. I mean, this isn't like a one-time thing. These guys are getting us to big-time bowl games, and, that's when you can kind of say something about your program. Like, this isn't just a one-time thing. This is who we're going to be, and, I mean, whether it turns out like this every year or not, you got to have some luck and health and all those type of things, but I think this is why, we all came here to Washington.
Is this also like, when you talk about cumulative effect, is this where you go back and talk to the guys about, the 3 seasons in a row, 10+ wins, all that stuff, everything, how they've been able to come together, maybe, in terms of how the class, like the senior class?
Yeah. I think we've hit that pretty good. I think they know that. I think it'll be a really focused team, moving forward. I mean, nobody's seen any tape on Ohio State, and you don't really need to know how good they're going to be. That's to get the details and stuff. So, that's the kind of games you want to play in.
Chris, what's your relationship with Urban, if any?
Yeah, real good. Known him for a while and got a lot of respect for him. When I first came here, I went back there and spent a few days with him, and he was awesome to me, and just really appreciate him and the job that he's done, and all the hard things that coaches go through and all that. I mean, I got a lot of respect for him and his wife Shelley.
Did they try to come after you when you were at Boise?
No.
Never did.
No.
What's changed about your defense this past month in November that's maybe gotten better? Points have been less, and defense looks like it's playing better.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think we've been playing really well all season long. I think those guys are in a good groove and practice well, and they're confident. I think that's one thing. Confidence. We always say confidence is cash in this thing. When you got it, it's worth gold, and when you don't, you're trying to get it. And so we got some good players over there that are playing at a high level and are confident about what they're doing.
What about that with regards to the offense?
Yeah, I mean, you put that tape on and you come off the field and you're just kind of shaking and scratching your head, but then you put the tape on and you're like, we're so close. I mean, we're so close. It's just frustrating as all get out in terms of that. We get in the red zone and get a penalty, get a negative play, drop a ball, miss a field goal. I mean, it's just like we're so close, and you make a couple of those plays. I think the momentum feels so different. And that's just kind of how it's been a little bit this season. And so we are close, and we'll keep grinding and keep working. And I don't think it's just going to, it won't be just my words trying to motivate these guys. They see it. We have long drives. We hold the ball. We kept it away. There's a lot of good stuff out there. We just got to be able to finish.
Hey, Coach, how do you, there's so many activities, so many distractions.
Yep.
Right before the big game.
Yep.
Like, how do you balance that?
Yeah. Well, we'll have some pretty good discussions about that and educate these guys. And like I said, a lot of these guys have been to these type of games, so they understand and they know our message. And that is part of the trick. I think the playing well is, we really want them to enjoy this whole experience, how unique and how rare these opportunities are. But on the same hand, are we mature enough to really keep this thing in perspective and our priorities and what we're there for? Yeah.